So, welcome to Quick Tea, and let's get right into it. Hot topics, hot topic, quick topics. Let's spill it. First one, Phaedra coming back. Well, she's not coming back to Atlanta Housewives. She's coming back to Married to Medicine. When I saw that, I was ecstatic. I love Phaedra, love Phaedra, love Phaedra. I really did want her to come back to Atlanta because I needed to set Kandi straight because Kandi needed a storyline. Kandi's boring. I was hoping her and Kenya will go at it, her and Marlo, but they're putting her in Married to Medicine. So my first thought was, how is she going to get along with Heavenly? Supposedly, Phaedra and Quad are good friends. So I just want to know, she needs to come for the big dog, which is Heavenly. So I'm really excited about seeing Phaedra shaking things up in Married to Medicine.
I hope so. It seemed like they're trying to stick Phaedra anywhere. I know she's like a well-liked person for Bravo. And it seemed like, for whatever reason, they seem to be actually like respecting Kandi way too much.
Yeah.
Like, they actually, because Kandi don't want Phaedra on and Kandi threatened to leave if they put Phaedra on, you really not putting Phaedra on Atlanta Housewives because of Kandi? Like, Kandi's not that interesting to be calling shots like that on Housewives of Atlanta. Like, you're not. So I just don't understand why she's calling the shots and why they need to stick her. Okay, let's stick her here because she's dating like, I don't even think she's really dating a doctor. Like, she probably dated him for like a couple of months and they like finding any reason to get her on the show except for on Atlanta Housewives because of the head bitch in charge, Kandi.
But Kandi has a huge following. She's a big deal in Atlanta. So I don't know why. I guess they need her to stay. The ratings would probably go down if Kandi gone. She has a huge following. People love Kandi.
Really? I don't see. I'm like Mono with this.
On Instagram, she has Escape fans watching the show. She's well liked. She's well liked. So I think that's one of the reasons why they keep her ratings.
I'm just wondering, all these same people, like, I'm wondering if all of these fans are watching the show and if they really would leave. Like, according to what you're saying, you think they would leave, like she would take a lot of people with her if she left.
She does a lot of promoting on her Instagram page because she has a huge following. Remember, she has millions of people on the show. She's promoting the show on her page. She does skits. She does a lot of things. She's constantly going on interviews. So Bravo is a big network anyway, but when you have someone as big as Kandi on a show, she's bringing a lot of viewership. And people do like her. She's boring, but she's liked. Boring, but liked. And she's a big
That's true. And I guess business, if that was me speaking from a business perspective, even if you are boring, if you're bringing in that money, the advertisement and all this other stuff that's coming along with you, I am going to overlook my personal feelings.
And now they might even have a new fan base, the Escape. People from Escape who didn't watch Atlanta Housewives, but they were Escape fans. Now they're watching Atlanta because of Kandi. So she is bringing a lot of viewership. No one else, I think, has that type of fan base. So I think that's one reason. I think they definitely should. I'm still trying to figure out how Phaedra's going to do in Married to Medicine. Who she's going to go. She's not going to get into conflict with Jackie. I can't see Contessa. I could see her and Quad doing good reads, but if they're supposedly friends, why would she?
I don't know. I'm thinking there might be some beef. I think there may be some beef with her and Quad. Like, are they really good friends? Because the way that what's the name? Quad said it was basically like, we're friends, but we're really friends because she knew my ex-husband. Like, to me, it didn't. Right. To me, it didn't seem like they real, like, go back friends. They friends through her ex-husband.
You're right. There was a talks about that. I think that might be a little conflict. I think that would be good tea. Because they have good reads. They have similar personalities. They're really full of themselves. And Heavenly needs to jump in there and side with Quad. So I'm interested to see that. But I think Phaedra would have more of an impact in Atlanta Housewives. I think she'll be more impactful there, especially with Kandi, and I just want to see how Kandi would have stood up to her. But moving right along.
But Kandi was not going to stay. Kandi wouldn't stay. She would exit like the show because that's what she threatened if they ever brought Phaedra back. So that's why they're not bringing her back on the show. Until Kandi decides to leave on her own, then they will bring Phaedra back.
Well, I also heard that Phaedra asked for a lot of money to come back to Atlanta. and they didn't have the budget for her. So apparently they're putting her Married to Medicine where they have the budget to pay her. So
I doubt that. Married to Medicine is gonna have more of a budget.
I ain't saying it's
no,
true.
That don't sound right.
That's what I felt, but hey, maybe I'm wrong with the facts that I read.
That don't sound right.
The next thing that's happened, the same time Phaedra going on Married to Medicine, we found out that Apollo got married. Ex-con, good-looking man, but he's married. I mean, he's a good-looking man. He's an ex-con. I mean, good luck. I went on his Instagram, checked out the wife. She's cute. They look happy. They've been on the show seasons ago when Phaedra was on Atlanta.
That same wife was?
Same wife. Yes, same chick.
Oh, okay. So he's been with her for a while then. I don't remember seeing her.
They're good friends with Peter.
Wait, she was the one that was dating him in jail, right?
Yes, very loyal woman. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It's the same. She looks the same to me, unless he has a type.
And listen, Phaedra dated Apollo fresh out of jail. So
I know that's another thing. She dated him fresh out of jail. He went to jail. I mean, where's Apollo doing? He getting them fresh out of jail while he's in jail. He's a good-looking man. He's a good-looking man. So
he is. I don't know. He is. I like the whole beard. I think he is so good-looking. So I don't know. I love a beard.
No, ugh.
I love a beard.
The dirtiest parts of a man. All that food.
I was my boyfriend. I made him grow a beard, and he hated it. He was like scratching. I can't take it. No, keep that beard though. You better keep that beard.
Ugh, they always have hair. I cannot. I don't like beards at all. It's disgusting to me. Then they gotta wash it.
If it's really like nicely groomed, you don't like a groomed, smooth beard?
Hell no. A goatee, like a beard to me, when they sweat, I don't know. I never been with a man with a full beard. I'm thinking it smells of sweat.
It's like hair. It's like the hair on your head. It's not gonna smell if you wash.
I don't like a beard. I don't want no man with no beard. I
can't. I do. I make them grow a beard.
I like facial hair, but not beards.
If you with me, you better grow a beard.
No, and then when you do other stuff down there, it's gonna be all scratching me. And
no, it don't. Let me tell you something. It don't scratch. It's all good. Okay, it gets wet up anyway.
I don't want any splinters.
Listen, it's like wet hair. Okay, you ain't gonna feel it.
I rather not. I like my man with a little goatee, a little mustache, a full beard. No. So Apollo's married, good for him. Moving right along. Phaedra still single, supposedly dating a doctor, which I think is just for the storyline to Married to Medicine.
Too. They want to stick her in there any kind of way.
She's gonna be dating him next season. They probably just made her look, pretend you're dating this man, and next season he'll be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So another big news: Lisa Rinna out. Housewives of Beverly Hills. I was so excited. And I just say Kathy Hilton has something to do with it.
I don't think so. I really believe that. No, I don't think Kathy Hilton had anything to do with it. I think it was the fans. I don't think it was Kathy. I think it was, first of all, she was at BravoCon and got booed off a stage. Oh, yeah. She gave practically
the middle finger.
Yeah. And then at the reunion, remember she said, well, Andy, put me on pause. Put me on pause. Let an employee tell me to fire you or put you on pause. I'm going to let you know you're going to get fired or put on pause. You don't tell. How you tell your boss if you don't like something, you question it, and you took them out, well, just put me on pause if you got a problem. Shit, so, you getting fired.
You don't think Kathy had anything to do with it? It was the fans? The fans been not liking Lisa Rinna.
I think it was the fans. I think Kathy, the one thing I respect about Kathy, she showed up to the reunion, not like Lisa Vanderpump, who did not show up at the reunion and made a fast exit off the show. To me, if it was like that circumstance where it was like the Lisa Vanderpump and Kathy didn't show up and then she was behind the scenes, maybe calling shots and shit. But to me, I felt like Kathy knew the storyline. She has beef with her own sister. It's not even just Lisa Rinna. Kathy's own sister kind of like shitted on her. So it's like Lisa Rinna is kind of like just a part of the whole storyline. So I really don't think Kathy Hilton's going to be behind the scenes calling shots, because Kathy Hilton was a part of the storyline and she was handling it. Like she was standing 10 toes down and showing up for her check.
Yeah, but I think Kathy said she wanted them off of the show. I think she had some.
No.
Because Renna was the one that was saying she was trying to go at Kathy. I mean, I don't know, but the fact that she's gone, she was an important. She did play a role. She stirred up all the drama. I mean, if you wanted,
I think it was the fans. I think it was the fans that like called for her firing, and Andy obliged. Like he answered.
So you think the fans didn't like Risa Renna? Why? Pertaining
like she was a villain. She was the villain of the show. People did not like Lisa. We didn't like her either. We called for her to be fired. So it's almost like, I think a lot, it wasn't just us. Like, to me, a lot, like she got booed. I was there. Like that was like the highlight of BravoCon that day was, oh my God, I wasn't even there. And everybody was coming out of the auditorium. Because first of all, out of all the housewives, Beverly Hills Housewives, when they showcased that panel, you couldn't even get in the room. It was shut down. There was a fire hazard. So many people was trying to get in, and they would not let us in. So everybody wanted to go. So I didn't get to go. So inside to the auditorium, I had to stay outside. So I was mingling with everybody, having, photo ops with other housewives. So when everybody came out, like that was the big thing. Like, oh my God, Lisa Rinna got booed. Like everybody hates her. Like she was booed. So it's kind of like, I think that she was the villain of the show and no one wanted her there. Everyone called for her to be fired. And then she was too confident, too cocky. Like it was almost like, yeah, I'm the one that make this show. She called herself LeBron James, LeBron Rinna James. Like, who does she think she is?
Good. I'm happy Andy had some balls.
That's what I'm saying. So to me, I didn't honestly think they were gonna fire her. I'm thinking like, okay, like we want her to be fired, but to me, as a business decision, I would have still kept her on the show because people love a villain. So it's like, why fire her? Like, I think it could have, like you said, maybe on the flip side, maybe Kathy Hilton did have a say in it, but I more so think it was her being cocky at the reunion. Like, oh, Angie, you got a problem? Put me on pause if you got a problem. Like, she didn't even give a damn.
I mean, Renna makes good TV, but I'm wondering they asked Kathy back, and Kathy's like, he's either me or Renna.
I don't think so.
Kathy's really liked.
I don't see Kathy doing that because Kathy seems to kind of like, she showed up to the reunion. Like if she was that bothered, like Lisa Rinna, she would have told them like, listen, I'm not going to be on the show with her. Like, but she still showed
behind the scenes. We don't know.
Huh?
Maybe she did behind the scenes.
But I just think it says a lot that she showed up to the reunion because she could have easily called shots then. Like, listen, I'm not going on that stage if Renna's there. Like, put her in the backstage or put her on a TV prompter or whatever. But we're not gonna be on the stage. Like, she didn't call shots then. So I don't know. I just I don't believe in that. Kathy is a friend of the show. She's not even a housewife, but she does have a lot of pull, so that doesn't mean anything. But I don't know. I just don't see. Kathy seems to have that confidence to like still like bring it if somebody bring it to her.
Well, whatever it is, Renna's gone and I'm happy.
And Diana Jenkins is gone.
Yeah, she's gone too. Two fish lips have left. I cannot take Diana the licking of the lips.
Now, Diana, what you was going to say?
I said she needs to go. I'm happy.
But Diana, I think she needs to go. Besides the lips, I just think she was not well liked. It was almost like she was just like, at least with Lisa Rinna, we got to see her come to like transition into this bitch over time. Like she didn't come in with guns blazing, piggybacking off of like the bullying with everybody else. Like Diana Jenkins didn't even give us a chance to grow on us. Like we knew nothing about her, just her like affluent lifestyle. Like that's all we got to know. We didn't know about like a lot of stuff that she was going through until like she came at somebody else. That's when we got to know, like, she lost a baby. She's at home bleeding to death or whatever. Like, but in the moment, we didn't even have a chance to feel bad for her because we didn't know, like, until she threw it out there in the Sun situation when she was bullying someone. So it's almost like, I think she came in with guns blazing and with a bully mentality against Sun and against Garcelle.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, she doesn't need the money. I think she just wanted the fame. She doesn't need the money to be on the show.
She doesn't, but I think it could lead to other like charity events or whatever. Like I think a lot of them go on there, like even Kathy Hilton, she definitely does not need the money. But I still think it's good to have your face out there, especially if you've done like, other acting gigs and you want to you got charities going, you're giving away money, you want to help people get money and help your businesses. Like I think it's so many different avenues that you could use this platform for.
Yeah, like Kathy's selling her drink, her alcoholic drink.
Exactly. And being pissed that they didn't showcase it. Like you can use that. Free advertisement.
So the next one, Sharon from Housewives of Orange County, and her boyfriend break up.
Shannon Beador. Yeah, they broke up. I actually liked them. I saw them at BravoCon and I took a picture and it was like it was almost like he was so like helpful to her. Like even when he was there, like it reminded me of like the ideal man that I would like, I enjoy, I like having. Like that's a requirement if you want to be with me and stay with me is you have to, I want somebody to be like that partner, that business partner. When I'm handling business, give me this limelight here. Let me do my thing. Give me that and help me out when needed. And he was like that. Like he was there playing his role, like taking pictures with fans. And then he would go to the side. If she needed help, like, hey, can you give me this? Like he's right there, like by her side. Like, so I love that he was like there the whole time. I didn't see a lot of other men there Wendy's man was there too. Like when I did take pictures with her. But I don't know, it was something about like, that's her husband. That's Wendy's husband. But with Shannon, that was her boyfriend. And he did show me husband material, like by just being there.
And well, I know Shannon's probably devastated because she has a little self-esteem. So hopefully she finds somebody else. No one knows about the breakup. So now Salt Lake City. What's her name? Jen
Shaw
goes to jail. Well, she's going to jail. Is she already going? She's gone.
Well, she was just sentenced. So I don't think she's locked up yet. With the celebrities, usually if it was me and you, the bails would be right there with like click cling, like taking us away. With the celebrities, they get to go home, get their, life in order, get the babysitters on deck, get the husband, make sure his food is properly, like, the recipes are out with, so they get to make a smooth transition.
Time to braid your hair.
Exactly. They give her time. She had a party.
Get rid of all the fillers.
Exactly. Yes. Having a going away party. She was in there like throwing the drinks back. They show footage. She was celebrating. She had a celebration going away to jail. So I don't know, the 6.5 years that she was sentenced to, I don't think that's enough. I think if had that been anybody else like us, we would have got probably the maximum 20 years plus or whatever it was. Like, to me, they gave her a little slap on the wrist. She's going to do I think in federal prison, you have to do like 80% or 85% of your time. Whereas like in state prison, I think you have to do like 70, even 60, I think, like of your time. So in feds, she's probably going to do like 4 years altogether.
I mean, 4 years, 2 years, 1 year. It's
no, it's not. If you're getting like millions of dollars, first of all, let me tell you something. If I'm a convict,
No, I said still her going to prison, her freedom, taking it away from her.
Actually, for my other podcast, I interviewed this girl who stole from like the stock exchange, and she stole millions, and she did like I think 2 years. If I have the criminal mind. She black, yeah. And I mean, I guess that goes to show like she didn't really do that much time. So she did steal, she did fed time, and she got, I forgot how many years. It was a couple of years, but it wasn't a lot because she's still not that old. And it happened not too long ago. And she got out. But if I'm a convict, and let's say I'm a white collar criminal and I steal like $20 million from the stock exchange or from the elderly, and I do 5 years, but I stole 20 million and I got luxurious things, they probably gonna confiscate some of it, but some of it, if you're smart, you're gonna hide it, you're gonna do things. So a lot of convicts would do 4 years and still be able to come out and live their life freely. 4 years is not a lot in comparison to having $20 million that you stole. And I'm not condoning it. I'm just thinking, I'm thinking like a criminal or somebody that came into a lot of money. Like sometimes you got to give a little to get a little. and that's how criminals think when it comes to jail time.
I mean, for me, when I hear prison, jail, whatever, you're staying there for me, a week is a long time.
No, if you murder somebody and I see they be getting like 5 years, to me, I'd be like,
no. Well, that's different. I'm just saying jail time as a whole, no one wants to be locked up. It is a 5-6 years.
No, it depends on what you did though. Like, yeah, no one wants to be locked up, but if you murder somebody, you need to do like almost life, depending on the circumstance.
Oh yeah, it's almost life. But with her, I'm like, I don't understand. These people are doing illegal stuff and decide to go on. I'm wondering, would they have caught her if she wasn't on TV?
Yeah, they was watching her. I'm sure these sting operations with the feds, they be watching you for years. Like, and I think they get a slap on the wrist because they're celebrities when they go in front of the judge. But the marshals and the stuff that's doing the sting operation, they don't give a damn whether you a big time celebrity or whether you Joe Schmo on the block. Like they're gonna still do this thing.
Make it easier. I don't know. I think if I'm doing something illegal, I don't know. I would want to be on national television on a show.
Well, you think a lot of them don't know, like they think they're going to get away with it. If you have that mentality, you cocky, you're confident, you think you're not going to get caught. She was stealing from the elderly. Like these are people that's probably on their deathbed, dying, older. They're not going to call the cops. No one's going to know. Like no one's going to know. But then, they forget, like these people got kids. These people got like people that are with it and that's ready to fight for their family members. If somebody did that to my mother, I'm going to dig into this and I'm going to make sure that that person suffers the consequence. They're not going to get away with it. And they get so cocky, they don't understand the dynamics.
No, and now you're showing the world that you're going to jail. That's how I see it.
And the elderly, out of all people.
That's sad.
Yeah, so to me, I'm like 6 years and you stole and then it seems like she ripped off a lot, not even just the elderly, like a whole bunch of people because they wanted to write impact statements against her. But it's like, it wasn't just the elderly, like she hurt a lot of people. And it seems to me like 6 years was a slap on the wrist. She's going to come out in 4 years and she's still going to be able to, live her luxurious lifestyle from the money that she stole or to open up another business. Who knows? And then and the part that I don't like about her, she never took accountability either. She's blaming it on everybody else.
Well, of course, you're not going to admit to what she did.
Well, she pled out. Like, it's not like they took her to trial. She pled guilty. Once you plead guilty.
So that's taking accountability.
No, you taking accountability. First of all, she claimed her innocence all throughout the show since forever. She claims her innocence. It's almost like I came out the blue. Like she pled guilty. Like, wait a minute. But so she's not telling us, do you really take accountability? She started talking about, I plead guilty, but y'all woke up my son in the middle of the night trying to arrest me. Y'all put guns to his head. And then she's apologizing to her son that had the gun put to his head. You didn't apologize to the elderly. You didn't apologize to the victims of this. It was, to me, it was like she almost made it seem like they forced her to take a guilty plea and she didn't do it on her own.
And she did just to get a lesser sentence, but she doesn't feel that she was guilty.
Yeah, and once the Fed get in and they trying to have a case against you, you might as well plead guilty. Because if she didn't plead guilty, she probably would have been sentenced to 20 plus years. Because now they're gonna make you pay for wasting their time. And then most of the time, the federal case is a 99% win for them at all times. If they're taking you to court, you might as well just, put the handcuffs on yourself and go.
Oh my God, but just to be in that type of situation, that's, her husband probably gonna look for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was cheating anyway. Well, no, they said she cheated on him, so no.
Well, he's not gonna wait no 6 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years for her.
He might though. He's a good man. I don't know. I see him waiting around.
I'd be very surprised. Then who knows? Maybe she'll come back and be on the show. She'll have a storyline when she come back. She might be the next Teresa.
Absolutely not. Teresa did like a year, and she's worth waiting. Like, she's the big cheese. They're not waiting for no Jen Shaw. I don't even think Salt Lake City is going to be on air by the time she gets out.
That's true. That shows the dub.
Yeah, they need to cancel that show.
That and Dubai.
Yeah.
So that's it. I don't think we have any more hot topics for our quick tea. So this is another episode of Quick Tea. Please consider to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Queens Talking Reality, and we'll see you next time.
Toodles. Smooches.